Check, check, check. Can you hear me? If it's not too clear, the stream disconnected and it reconnected. I'm not sure how much was lost. I'm not sure how much is still here. Yeah. You can hear me, right? If you can type in the letter I, that'd be well appreciated. This is a little upsetting. Everything alright? Everything working? Everything working? Okay. I'm gonna guess that it's working. I'm just gonna continue. I don't know how much we missed. So here's the history. I'm not gonna read the history, I already read it. But here's when I noticed that my stream was reconnecting. Got that out of the way? Good? Let's continue. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things and she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. Didn't. You know the meme. You know the meme. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Paige? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. Just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's not alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note where I left off in the book, slip it into my bag. Start with Natsuki.
Huh. Well, it's not terrible, but pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really differently from each other.
Okay, it's fine now. Alright. Says I've been going on for 5 minutes now, so I just assumed it's gonna be okay.
Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you're spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Man, this poem is full of symbolism. Like, Base 64. I think that's what it's called. I restarted my own internet because it keeps buffering. Oof. Oof, I am sorry. Maybe you just need to refresh the page? It could be my side too.
Gage, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me?
Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now.
So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Gage, do you?
Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? Club, only place where I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh! I knew that would happen. Hey, that's backwards. Dene. Who should I show my poem to next? Oof. Okay. Was it your internet? It could be mine. I'm sorry if it's mine.
Hi again, Gage. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself.
Did it get you a bit better than it got me? I knew it was coming, so...
Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Gage. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
I didn't write like Yuri, though.
Thing that's full of imagery and syllables. I was writing cutesy things. What the hell? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that.
I did not indulge her.
She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize.
Remember, audience, this game is not for those that are faint of heart or children. Be advised that this is a horror game.
We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless poem of meaningless. Delete her. Save me, delete her. The musical change was weird.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. Too much fourth wall breaking going on in there.
I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things you can work on. But that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything by you is a treasure.
It's fading out again.
That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel.
A rotating wheel turning, axle grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. A form harness. Wait, that's an A. A farm harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time. Devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exceptional gearbox of sky. Exploding stars. God disproving the existence of a god. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and ticking clock. A clock that takes 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. Kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and upon human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so take it out on your pen. Uh, that his pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeep, and I I just really like the way that it writes.
Breathing. Breathing. Breathing.
So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Hey, I cut my skin open for the first time. It's exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, so I thought, oh fuck, I forgot to actually read.
Monica, I took a few bullet holes on the walk here. Why it sounds so distant?
We're all reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit at the front room. Is this about the hassle? Oh, sort of. Do we really have the thing with death? Ugh. It's not like we can put together something good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
None of your concerns. Three, two, one. Ugh.
Ugh. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Gage joined. There was some club activities. The timer has become complacent. We still only have 4 members. Festival is gonna be our only real chance to find more, you know? God damn it. Oh, it's so disgusting. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a... What? Ugh. God. I'm glad that there's nothing in my stomach. Or else I'd be throwing up. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate you never want to leave. I know the way... I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. And I'm... Oh, fuck my stomach. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Gage? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Gage to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, you really think... any of us here join the club with other people in mind. Yuri never even talked until Gage the goat joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Gage isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. I'm sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Gage want to get more members too, right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kinda indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation.
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything.
Gage, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. It's a crime to be honest. It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't that many other places that are like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Gage. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could just join any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I don't feel like I belong here right now. Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kinda indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. Not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I still do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make a decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Gage? What do you want out of this club?
He repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. The club, for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Yeah, I see the blood. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole, will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Gage? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Gage before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves Yuri. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Gage, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at the club. Okay, stay safe, close. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with that. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. You're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just something I was hoping to talk to you about. Hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So wait, no, not yet. No, stop it. Puppy, kitty, cheer, lollipop, parfait. Question. Dark. Wait, what? Rain cloud. Incongruent. This is, Hi, Yuri.
Hi, Gage. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Uh, oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to do hard work for the festival too. Anyway, Gage, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Gage is already engaged with in a novel we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I did not agree to this. I'm being held hostage.
I I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. Really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, uh, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher and shelf, kind of filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, Mila contracts her speaking mannerism, especially because long legs. Yuri appears to be elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You can stay here.
That small noise. Sounds rhythmic in the background. There's something there, I can hear it.
You stay here. I won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Ah, Did you leave Yuri again?
No, it's not like that this time. He's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go looking for her. Caution. Ouch. Let's see. Most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway.
Ah, ah, ah.
What's that noise? Coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Ah, ah. A sharp inhale, like sucking air in through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach around the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Ah.
Oh, it's rewinding.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Gage, do you like oolong tea?
Uh, yeah, sure. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. Can't do any less when making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert or anything. Haha. In that case, you'll be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she's even humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Gage. It's very endearing.
Uh, hey, close. I hope you didn't miss much. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's a massive delay, by the way.
It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Gage, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Oh, why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can't read with my back against the wall. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly, and so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my...
Your posture, right? You're always hunched over a wall. Like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Here's the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit in teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position at last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri's sides closer, shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus like reading like this? Yuri's always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay, I won't take any.
Huh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book open. Okay? I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it, so I don't have any harder time with reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, hold up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Gage?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Gage.
Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Gage.
Does this mean we're in the closet now?
My heart won't stop pounding, Gage. I can't calm down. Can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Gage?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ah. Ah. Ah.
I like how they basically took two eyes and instead of like making a copy of the same eye right side up, they took one eye, flipped it upside down, and put it over her own right eye. Like it on her side, it's her right eye.
Ah. Um, it's time to share poems. Get the fuck out of the closet.
That's okay. I wanted to be with Natsuki this entire time, but Yuri keeps dragging me away.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything. That doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just be clear, this poem this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you might not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, it's really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why. Please, try do something. Maybe if you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I just don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why. She's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Gage? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. How about Yuri? Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Gage, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Gage. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home and keep it in my room. I hope it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you really want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
There's something written here in English, but I can't read it because it's too... The only thing that I can read is the word closer here. Eee. Blood and... Pretty sure this was also supposed to be pissed on in some way. Gross. Oh, fuck.
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I'm down it with my son. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? What the fuck did I just do? I think I'm going to vomit. Gage, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. Getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings different ones to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just kind of gets some... She just gets some kind of high from it.
She's a masochist.
It might even be like a sexual thing. My point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you.
Sweet taste of cherry.
So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members.
Oh, yeah, I have 2 sodas. One was strawberry, this one is cherry. Black cherry to be specific. It's delightful.
To put it lightly, at least I have my head together and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on it. Really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Geez, that really startled me. Um, Well, I guess I kinda messed up writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's move on. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. One hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Uh, Stagnating airs, common foreshadowing of something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Gage? Gage is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Gage around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Gage decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Gage make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Gage, I know how fed up you are by these two by now. Can we just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sakes. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
It's a football game in the background. My dad's cheering and shouting.
Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Gage for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Gage away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on the others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yeah, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us to be around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. Want to do is spend a little time with him. There's so much to ask. Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Gage. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. I don't like that giggling. Finally. Finally! This is really all I wanted. Gage, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Does that sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel real nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried to stop myself at first. The feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Gage. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Gage, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with a pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Gage. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
You having a few chest issues there, Yuri? Oh, jeez. Skin's getting paler, the blood's getting drier. Oh, God. Fucked up. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was big. Ah! Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Gage, did something happen? Natsuki just run past me? Oh, oh, oh. Ah, ah, oh, that's a shame. Wait here. Wait, were you here for the entire weekend, Gage? Oh, fuck. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I am super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. I'm almost done. Yeah, okay. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, they're the best. I really just had to have this one. It's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. Before they start existing and everything. I won't be making you wait any longer. Uh, just bear with me, okay? This should only take 1 second. Uh, can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Gage. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because same class last year and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Yeah, you're talking to a furry. Lose it. That you in the game or whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Gage the goat. Now that I think about it, I don't really know. I don't know anything about the real you. Loser. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. This doesn't really matter to me. Wait, you do know that I'm aware all this is a game, right? Could be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man,
Only you paid a little more attention, this could have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it drove her to kill herself. I just want to check the desktop real quick. Wheel. Poem from Yuri distributed at special event task. Fire all other Yuri poems. Just Monica. One of 11 special poems. DVSC selects random 3 special poems. Here, started for the first time. Act 2, experience Natsuki's play with me scene. Act 2, select corrupt word during the poem game. Okay. All the new pictures, I believe. Anything more? Just Monica. Yeah, that's the only new song, I guess. Hi, Engaged Goat. Welcome to the Literature Club. Know each other because we're in the same class last year, and ah ha ha ha. Skip over that stuff at this point. Boy or girl? Guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. Where? Didn't know that. So you all along, man, if only you paid a little more attention, it's been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, out of the way, I owe an explanation. Whole thing with Yuri. Sorry to mess with her, and guess drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Uh, sorry about that. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it'd be enough for me to just try and make them unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. It's true I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. The whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Gage? Are all the other girls programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Gage. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful, considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing all my friends don't even have free will. Worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Gage. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Gage. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. That must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. That being said, Gage, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light of my world. Where there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Gage, will you go out with me? Be dating a furry? Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you don't want to give me the no option? For your sake? Ugh. It's spacebar. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Gage. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think that time is passing anymore. She doesn't care if you're a furry goat. Do 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 do. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Gage. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. Kinda freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right?
This one actually has your name intact. Has your name intact. Has your name intact. This one is the closest one to being intact. This one is the closest. Actually, this one's the closest. Oop, your full name. Monic is the closest. Monaco. Monica. Monica. Perfect Monica.
Hi again, Gage. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Gage. Did you really write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote for you is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of her pen, the lost find her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold this special day, after all, not all good times to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed that it would be.
What's that? The hell is going on under the seams? Skipped frames? What the? This is basically a picture book. How's there skipped frames?
I just assumed it would be the best part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even delete my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Gage? So many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a bit rude for them to start recording without any warning?
Monica, I've been recording like for the past weeks, so you're a little late on that.
I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now.
Warning, I think there's a jump scare around here.
Let's see. You want to see a trick? Can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready?
Skip frames 33. That's what you're doing, Monica. You
I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Give me some time to prepare. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Gage, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, can we just look into each other's eyes? Let's see.
I'ma poke you. Boop, 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 boop. Why'd you leave this window? Yeet. Aw. I'ma click on everything, Monica.
This is pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants. Dumb plants.
There are skipped frames. Monica must be digging into my own files. Well, I mean, the game must be digging into my own files.
Almost like we're making fun of the plants. Using their defense mechanisms to literally make food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being
You just described Vor.
Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head.
DDLC of no, 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 no. It's not a virus. It's a. It just searches for information on your computer, like how it could tell that I was streaming.
I'm.
Like, it can tell that I'm capturing the game at the moment. And that's why she understood that I was recording.
I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. I'm joking.
What? Am I wrong? Search it up. I dare you. Don't. Don't search it up. Don't.
Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird.
I'm gonna go back to clicking random things. Whoop. Man, I wish there was a piano here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got the chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense in having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Oh shit, wait, that was my only time to exit. Hey, Monica, could you bring that text box back up? Because, I need to progress the story and kind of in the way of that. I mean, you do have my save files on lock. I mean, why do you have to speak vor and not? And I already know what vor is as a furry myself. Gage, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, sorry about the screaming in the background. It almost feels like a chore compared to all other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard to pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, become a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Monica's poem to the player, Act 3. Poem for Monica, distributed at special events in the past. Acquire all of Monica's other poems. Electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves. Chemicals web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. Ink reflects light through your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you're holding my hand, which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony. Connected to each other, I feel electric. I didn't get every poem possible. Feel sad about. To be honest. Monica, I'm sorry to do this to you. I would love to talk more, but I also like story progression. Where do I have a mail slot? I'm sorry, Monica. Goodbye. See you later. Uh, what's happening? Gage, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Hurry, help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Gage? Did you delete me? How could you? This to me. For all I had left. Sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I love you so much, Gage. Trusted you. You just want to torture me. Watch me suffer. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. When, okay? You, you killed everyone. Hope you're happy. Nothing left now. Stop playing. Find some other people to torture. Only in my writing, Monica. Now continue your game. Ruin everything achievement. Gage, you completely, truly make me sick. Bye. Still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? Horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish, disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. Just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. I do that to someone I love. It's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Gage, I know that I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They're still my friends, and I love them all. I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm gonna do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then we'll finish this out real quick. Aw, the song's called I Still Love You. Okay. Stream style still fits. Monica was a friend. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by a couple of friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Gage.
Well, there already is a one girl. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we've picked up that habit once again.
Gage, are you proud of me?
Eh? For what?
You know. Waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. Embarrassing to say it out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, we become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Gage, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you I'm not really not. I start to say what I always do. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me that Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time? She's starting a club of her very own. Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Ooh. You meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. Monica is gone. Sad day, sad day. I start to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School day is as ordinary as ever. And before I know it, it ends, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I call the room number, the club, from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I open the door in front of me. Hello?
Ah, Gage, what are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room.
Huh? Oh, you're Gage, that Sayori's always been talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Gage. Oh, so... We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one whose name, apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be an assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. I look forward to working with you. Welcome to the company.
Oh, working? Gage, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes lighten up.
No way. No way!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori is happy, then I'm sure it won't be bad to have you around. Not to mention that there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that is. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone, sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well?
Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing to make little pieces of little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
Whoa, those look amazing.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first and then I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, I bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Oh, well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot right next to the cupcake tray. Is this gonna be that fake out? Well, I have done the right things. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not...
Insulated, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Gage, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well... Manga. I mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels with deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of complexity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. I don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey Yuri.
Huh?
Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too. So if Gage wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Gage?
Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right, as usual, President. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that'd make two of us. I don't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri...
I have to read manga?
Geez. You're the one who's suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
The guilty expression Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I realize my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you would do that for me. Gravy! Stop it! No. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always gone alone, blah blah blah.
Yeah, me too.
This is so cute.
They already shut up. Just my character. I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes. I look forward to it.
Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Gage.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori.
Aw, Gage. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I I think you're pulling it off just fine.
Well, we're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Gage, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. Truth is, I already knew you were going to. Hee hee hee. Actually, something else. I want to thank you for spending so much time with all of us. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times. You helped us get along with each other. You did. Do you get it, Gage? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you'd spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return.
Yeah, he's whining.
We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you, Gage. Come and visit sometime, okay? I'll always be here for you. We all love you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff,
Yeah.
and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where
Where
I
I
can
can
be
be
with
with
you.
you.
In
In
my
my
hand
hand
is a
is a
pen that
pen
will
to
write
write
a
a
poem
poem
of
of
me
me
and
and
you.
you.
The
The
ink
ink
flows
flows
down
down
into a
into a
dark
dark
puddle.
puddle.
Just move
Just
your
move your
hand
hand
right
right
the
the
way
way
into his
into his
heart.
heart.
But in
But
this
in this
world
world
of
of
infinite
infinite
choices,
choices,
what will
what
it
will it
take
take
just to
just to
find that
find a
special
special
day?
day?
What
What
will
will
it
it
take
take
just
just
to
to
find
find that special
that special
day?
day? Have I
I
found
found
everybody
that's
an
an
assignment
assignment
to
to
do
do
today?
today.
When you're
When you're
here,
here,
everything that
everything
we
you
do is
do is
fun
fun
for
for
them
them
anyway.
anyway.
When I
And I
can't
can't
even
even
read
read
my
my
own
own
feelings,
feelings.
what good
What
are
good are
words
words
when a
when a
smile
smile
says it
says it
all?
all?
And if
In
this
this
world
world,
won't
that
write me
might
an
be an
ending,
ending.
what will
What
it
will it
take
take
just for
just for
me to
me
have
to
it
have it
all?
all?
Does my
But my
pen
pen
only
only
write
write
bitter
bitter
words
words
for
for
those
those
who
who
are
are
dear
dear
to
to
me?
me.
Is it
Is it
love
love?
if I take
And
or
take
is
me,
it
is it
love
love
if
if
I
I
set
set
you
you
free?
free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How could I write love into reality? And I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat. But there is your reality. And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be. To the special player. To the special player who received this special ending. For years, I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways, some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People enjoy dating sims, may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reasons that we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo, even if not a masterpiece. Any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limits bounds of interactive media, I extend my gratitude to all those who taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Error. Required files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset.sh to repair and reset the virtual machine. Nice weekend. Later. Special gratitude received by achieving full completion of the story. And I recommend doing that too, guys. Achieve special ending of the story. Achieve special end of the story. Your Reality. It's one of my favorite songs. Leaving for the rest of the week. Contact Rivi if you need schedule server time, but I expect my jobs to run a few days since I collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? Hey Lester. What's wrong with chocolate? That isn't chocolate, that's gravy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Only 6? Alright. We'll get to these side stories later. But as for this stream, I'm not gonna raid anyone. At the end of stream, I have to say, thank you for coming. Oh, he's just a whiny boy. He wants to run around for a bit. But again, I have to say, thank you, and have a good night.